So I had this dream on the night before October 10th. You've heard of Neanderthals, but have you heard of Paeleanthals? Me neither, but in my dream last night, my brain decided they exist. Paeleanthals were an ancient people, and they had gender roles for their family. One of the things they had was about the father. The father must give up something, was a saying that they had. In one of their subcultures, they had the long sleepers. In this particular group, the males lived to be extremely old. They had the belief of the healing power of sleep, and at one point in their history, after a particularly difficult battle, one of their really old men, he was past 100, was so exhausted he laid down, and they recognized that if they woke him too soon, he would have been too exhausted to keep going, so they let him continue to sleep. I don't actually know what happened to the old man in the old story. It just ends there. But that was the story they told me to explain why they had the belief of long sleep and why they live so long. Actually, before my dreams got into the stories about Paeleanthals, they were very vague. So much so that I dreamt that I woke up and only had brief flashes of dreams to work with for my video. No plot, no story this time. As I sat chatting with my mother, trying to remember anything about the dreams, I remembered that I had glanced through a history book in my dream about Paeleanthals, so I went and I found that book to dive in deeper. Maybe if I didn't dream, I might be able to share some real history or something like that. So as I dove into this ancient history, I remember envisioning these people so clearly that we suddenly existed in the same space as them. It appeared that we were travelers and we had no place to stay, so they invited us in and gave us shelter and food to recharge our bodies. I had so many questions about their culture, especially their culture of males sleeping a lot. I think their ideology was those that do the most physical work need the most rest. They even had the fathers had to give up something, saying, and asked also, would you have them give up sleep? No. Instead, it was because they took those long sleeps. What they gave up was having time with their family. But they lived for a very long time. So did that make up for lost family time? That is the question. So this image that I'm drawing is how I saw it in my dream when the Paeleanthals came into the same existence as us. They're sitting in front of the open book of their history, and you can still see the table in the background and the room past the book, but right there where the Paeleanthals are gathered around that rock outcropping, that was their time. That was their universe. I didn't enjoy drawing this one as much, so I didn't spend as much time refining it. But the main gist of it is there. Anyhow, that's the gist of my dream. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.